What's up, people? I know this stream's kind of late, but I was doing some stuff. We're here to talk about OP anime characters and why they're ruining anime and have been for a long time. I don't feel that good, so I'm gonna just make sure y'all understand. I have absolutely positively no patience whatsoever for dumb stuff. Say or do something dumb and you're leaving. Troll messages, I'm not even gonna pay attention to you. Them days are over. I don't respond to idiots. So you can write all the dumb troll shit you want. It ain't gonna change anything. We don't care about you people. The sooner you learn that, the better off you'll be. Now, on with what we got to talk about. The fan base of anime, and I won't just say Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball is especially bad, but anime in general, for some reason, they love these super overpowered characters. The way anime used to be set up is the protagonist starts off extremely weak and in most cases powerless. And they have to earn these new abilities and powers and transformations. Now, they just take already powerful characters and just give them transformations on top of the power they already have. Goku and Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z had to earn every transformation. They had to train, they had to fight, they had to take a bunch of L's. And even when they got as powerful as they did in Dragon Ball Z, they still needed energy from everybody in the universe and a spirit bomb just to put down Majin Buu. Okay? And that's because they were not overpowered. They were powerful, but they were not overpowered. They were not God level. During that fight with Buu, had it not been for a wish on a Dragon Ball, they would have lost. But they absolutely got their butts kicked all the time. Look at the beating that Gohan took before he finally powered up to Super Saiyan 2 to beat Cell. And even during that fight, even after Super Saiyan 2, he was still taking damage. Before that, he had to go in the hyperbolic time chamber and train. Same thing with Goku, Trunks, Vegeta, Piccolo. Now what they do is off-screen training. Character goes away, comes back with new powers. Gohan is a prime example. In Dragon Ball Super, Gohan went from a scrawny wimp to Mystic Gohan in one episode where they showed like one clip of them training. And I mean one short clip. Frieza, his power just blew through the roof. Completely off screen. You didn't see anything that Frieza did in order to acquire his new powers. There are other anime that do this. Dragon Ball is the absolute worst at it, though, when it comes to, I guess you could say, giving a reason. And I think that's what's missing. These powers used to come for a reason. Now they come for a new hair color or fan excitement. Super Saiyan 2 didn't come because they wanted to make the fans happy. They didn't want to excite everybody. Super Saiyan 2 came in response to the fact that Cell was just too much. Okay, Super Saiyan God. It's a joke because the whole reason it came about is because Beerus just wanted to fight this unknown person. It didn't come about because there was some great universal danger or none of this or none of that. It's all because of a whim. A guy wanted to fight another guy. Super Saiyan Blue came along because they wanted to incorporate the Super Saiyan transformation into the God form, so they had to make Super Saiyan Blue. Basically, it came out of nowhere. And then we know about Ultra Instinct. Goku gets hit by his own spirit bomb. And that's what accesses the power to give him Ultra Instinct. You can't make this stuff up, but somehow they did. And all of this is happening because the fan base wants these impossibly powered up characters. They do. Every time I watch an anime and a character just gets a victory out of nowhere, I can't stand it. I can't. It's about to happen again in Dragon Ball with this whole Moro thing. It's about to happen again. He done completely devastated everybody. Man, I got Vegas money riding on this. How much you want to bet that one of these angels or somebody grants Goku access to something he probably shouldn't have, a new form, a new power, a new technique, something in order to beat this guy. And it's going to be the same old, same old. And the people who are for these really stupid transformations and power-ups, they all say the same thing. Why don't you just shut up and let us have our fun? What could be fun about something so boring? What could be fun about knowing for an absolute fact that this character is going to get a power up and beat this guy no matter what? No matter how bad he gets beaten, no matter how much damage he takes, no matter how many injuries that the bad guy causes on him, he's going to get a new transformation, new power up, new secret technique, and he's going to win. There is nothing more boring than that. You want to make me not bored with Dragon Ball? Then Goku should stay dead. That would interest me. Or do a Hit spinoff, because Hit is the only character from Dragon Ball Super that's original that I actually liked. I didn't like anybody else. Jiren was an overpowered loser. Goku Black, or Evil Goku, was just fan service so that the losers who like this trash can see their favorite protagonist fight himself. I personally I came up with a theory a long time ago, and I said it would have been way cooler if Goku Black turned out to be Goten from the future. I said that would have been more awesome. That means Trunks would have to kill his best friend, Goku have to kill his kid, that kind of crap. You know, I said that would have been awesome. Or if Trunks was the one that came back in time and he was the evil bastard, that would have been way cooler. But having Goku fight himself was stupid. Everybody knows it, and people are finally starting to say it out loud because they heard me say it first. It's sad that a guy like me who could care less about this show has more interesting ideas for this show. I don't know what they're thinking with all these transformations and all these power-ups. I think it's an easy way to avoid having to write a story. You don't have to sit down and think of anything if you can just simply insert transformation, insert power. Like Vegeta does all this training, right? On planet Yardra. He does all this training, gets this new skill that can take Moro's power away. And because we couldn't have the story end with Vegeta getting a victory, you know, that thing that fans have been waiting on forever, we can't have the story end with Vegeta getting a win. It has to be Goku. So Moro uses Google Drive or Microsoft Cloud to get his backup powers and restore himself. I'm sorry, guys. Even if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Super, you gotta admit how stupid that was. He literally beat them with Google Drive. With file storage. That's how he beat them, guys. He had a backup save file. How can you guys who like this not be upset about that? And how can you not be upset about the fact that Vegeta never gets to finish off the end boss? During the Android saga, he gets to destroy Android 19. The weakest of all the androids. Vegeta gets to destroy the fat, weak one. Piccolo had a better fight against the Dr. Gero android than Vegeta had against 19. Piccolo was wearing this dude out. Then 17 and 18 come along. Vegeta gets his ass handed to him. Same thing with Cell. Goku dies. Okay? Goku's dead. He blew himself up with Cell. Cell comes back. We can't let Vegeta finally get a win now that Goku is gone. So we have to give it to his son. Vegeta fans, y'all should stop watching. Like, y'all should have gave up on this shit a long time ago. Vegeta's never going to get a victory. Just go ahead and accept that right now. He's never going to win a fight against a major boss character. But back to my point. There is nothing more boring in anime than sitting back watching two overpowered dudes beat the crap out of each other, and they keep taking the Mario Brothers mushroom one up at each other. I wouldn't mind a one-sided fight where you got an overpowered dude and the protagonist has to use his brains instead of his muscles to win a fight. Imagine a good guy who is completely outmatched, like he just getting his ass kicked every which way. But he finds a way to win with strategy and skill. Dragon Ball and a lot of other shows have turned into, I'm going to beat you with just raw power. Period. No, nothing else. Just raw power. So you basically made skills, strategy, fighting techniques, all of those things have been made obsolete in Dragon Ball and in other shows. My Hero Academia is a prime example. Everybody hated Endeavor. One of the most hated characters on the show. Now he's everybody's favorite because they gave him this extreme power up for him to beat some stupid monster. I seen a reaction video to that. People literally crying actual tears because a cartoon character destroyed a cartoon monster. I'm not playing. Actual tears. I couldn't believe it. But he got a power up because he remembered that he used to be a bad person. And now he's a good person. And so because of that, his prominence burned. A skill he already used in that fight, by the way, that didn't affect the monster the first time. Once he believed in the plus ultra and believed in himself and all this stuff, all of a sudden, prominence burn turns this monster to dust. That's like me punching you in the face and it has no effect. And then I think back and remember all this friendship bonus, nostalgia, power up, and then I punch you again and it sends you through a building. That's what's going on in anime. And the friend, man, don't, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm tired of the friendship power up. I'm tired of it. The friendship, how is being friends with somebody gonna make you more powerful? How is being friends with somebody going to amp up your abilities? You're not gonna hurt my friends! Kabloom! All this power comes out of nowhere. the friendship power up is gotta be probably the stupidest part of all this. It's just like in Boruto. Like, I don't want to just focus on Dragon Ball. I'm talking about all this trash. In Boruto, when they fighting Momoshiki, and Naruto gives the Rasengan to Boruto. All right. He fires the thing at the guy. And the guy, he fires his own version of it. They both got these giant death balls pointed at each other. Momoshiki is infinitely more powerful than Boruto. I mean, there is no way on earth Boruto's power is equal to that guy. He's of the Otsutsuki clan. It's no way. But somehow, the Rasengan overpowers this dude and shoots him to the moon. You want to know why the Rasengan was more powerful? Because it was a universal Uzumaki Rasengan. That's why they showed you the clip of him powering it up and all the different people, Jiraiya and all those other assholes standing there powering it up. And I'm thinking to myself, this is so stupid. They did the same thing at the end of Naruto Shippuden, when Naruto and Sasuke did their final moves against each other. And he fires up the Chidori, Naruto fires up the friendship Rasengan. Like, everybody, all these people from the past, present, and future pouring their fucking energy into this Rasengan so he could stop Sasuke. This shit was dumb. If you say it was cool or it looked good, fine. I'll agree with you. It looked cool. Even the one with Boruto looked cool. And I've never said anything good about Boruto. Matter of fact, episode 65 was probably the only thing in all of Boruto that anybody should ever watch. The rest of it, flush it down the toilet. But looking cool and making sense are two totally different things. The Uzumaki Rasengan does not make sense. The generational Rasengan, whatever you want to call it, it don't make sense. You got dead people pouring their energy into it. Also, if we want to talk about more power-ups, and I'm going to talk about Naruto Shippuden because it's actually a show I like. Because I don't want people to think I just go in on shows that I dislike. I go in on all shows. When Hagoromo gave his powers to Naruto and Sasuke, it made no sense. Both of these dudes died pretty much at the same time, and they both end up at a place where Hagoromo's waiting on them. And the reason for this is because he predicted it back a long time ago after he defeated his mother. He predicted that Naruto and Sasuke would end up in this crossroads where he could give his powers to them. That's their explanation for making Sasuke and Naruto Sage of Six Paths level powerful, stacked on top of what they already have. That's their excuse. It's stupid, guys. We all know it is. No matter how cool we think it is, how awesome it might be, it's still stupid. Now, I'll take one of my favorite shows, Scried. Scried did it exactly the way it's supposed to be done. Kazuma the Shell Bullet, one of my favorite anime characters of all time. I've never seen a protagonist take so many ass beatings, get beat up so much. Like this, every damn episode, this guy had a black eye, bruised, battered. I mean, he took one hell of a beating just to get where he got to. Just to get enough power to tie this dude. Like, his whole thing, he wanted to fight Ryuho at the end. He got the power to fight him, but he still couldn't even beat him. It was a tie. The end of the fight was a tie. But the point is, they didn't just grant him powers. Like when he wanted to upgrade the shell bullet, he had to go into the Altar Forest. And he literally limped out the other side. When he came out the other side, he upgraded his power, but he was almost dead. He literally limped out and fell on the ground. Because he had to go earn that new power. They didn't just say, hey man, let's upgrade your power. Shows like that did it right. Here's another example. Inuyasha. When Inuyasha wanted to upgrade his sword, he had to go kill powerful monsters. He had to go kill the monster that almost killed his dad. And you know his dad was way more powerful than him. But he had to go kill that creature just to upgrade his sword. Back in those days, anime characters had to earn power-ups. They didn't just get them. Now, I don't like Goku's hair color. Let's make it white. I don't like his hair color again. Let's make it green, purple. I think Goku Black should have pink hair because pink looks good. We don't have to explain it to the fans. They're going to go buy the manga. They're going to watch the show. We didn't got to explain nothing. And I honestly believe that's how they approach it. I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them. I wouldn't explain nothing to y'all neither if I knew that y'all wouldn't ask. If I knew y'all were just going to lay down and take it, I wouldn't say, hey, do you prefer this or do you prefer that? Nope. I'm just going to give you what I want to give you. And that's what's going on in anime right now. These companies know magical schoolgirls, schoolgirl outfits, because every damn show it has to be some girl with big tits and a small waist dressed up like a schoolgirl. Every show now for some reason. I mean, even shows where it's mass murder, people slicing each other up, there's always sexy women in it. Because you can't have a good anime anymore without having some sexy broads in it, which is so damn stupid. They serve no purpose except eye candy. But you can't have that anymore. Like, part of the reason why a lot of these guys did not watch Vinland Saga, they didn't like Vinland Saga, because it wasn't focused on anime chicks. It wasn't focused on waifus. And that's why they couldn't get into it. Don't let them lie to you. You know, a lot of them said, well, I'm just not into the Viking stuff. Don't lie. There wasn't enough magical schoolgirls for you. And you know that's what it was. Because there's a bunch of you weirdos on here who want to make love to cartoons. You know, don't hide it. You don't have a problem doing a smash or pass on your channel about anime characters. Then don't get weirded out whenever I tell your ass, hey, look, you know goodness damn well the reason why you didn't like Vinland Saga. You didn't like it because it wasn't a bunch of girls. It was a bunch of crazy Vikings killing each other. Part of the reason they don't like Attack on Titan, because the women on Attack on Titan are fighters. They don't like that. Now, if the women on Attack on Titan were killing Titans in schoolgirl outfits, they would be all on board. If what's her name, Annie and Mikasa, if they were killing Titans wearing some of the stuff that these other anime chicks wear, these dudes will be all over that show. You want to know why they like Dr. Stone? One of the worst anime I ever seen. Just look at how all the chicks on there are dressed and how they made them look. Think about it. Think about that show and just remember how the women on there looked. That's why they liked it. Same thing with Fire Force. Another trash show. I mean, absolute garbage. Oh, these are going to be Anime of the Year recipients. No, they're going to be trash recipients. And those shows follow the same thing. Power-ups. Now, in Dr. Stone, they got different type of power-ups. They got scientific power-ups. I want y'all to... That show is not about fighting and beating the crap out of each other so much as it's about science. And I actually thought the show would be good because of that. I actually was intrigued and watched it to the end because it was more about science than it was about other stuff. But the guy kept on getting these scientific breakthroughs out of nowhere. Yeah, they try to describe or explain how he was doing it, but he was basically making stuff out of thin air at a certain point. And they don't even explain how he broke out of the stone in the first place. And they don't explain how he was able to accurately calculate how much time his body was encased in stone. They claim he's so smart, he counted the whole time. So you telling me you counted the seconds for, 1,000 years or however long they was in there? Come on. See, that's the kind of dumb stuff that makes people like me not care and not watch. So he got scientific power-ups. The dumb kid on Fire Force, he got fire power-ups. And our favorite, Harry Butthole Pussy Potter, Black Clover, or Black Potter, or Harry Clover, whichever one you want to call it, he got a new demon power-up to go along with all the free swords they gave him and all the other demon power-ups they gave him. Out of nowhere, his friends were in trouble. The kingdom was in trouble. Something. And you just, boom, here you go, pal. You guys remember on Black Clover, for those of you who watched it, when he was defending that dumbass water girl, I forgot her name, and I don't care. And I know that's going to make Black Clover fans mad that I don't know the name of the characters, but your show sucks and I didn't take out the time to learn. So I'm just going to describe these idiot characters, and I'm sure you dumb faggots will know who I'm talking about. But he was fighting the dumb water girl's brothers. You know them fucking losers with the weird hair. Okay, they trap his ass in a magic spell. He basically dead. You know what happens? A brand new sword rises up out of his magic book. Out of nowhere. Just whoop. Here go you another sword. So now he's a dual wielder. He's Jesus Coon. And don't even get me started on sexual assault online. SAO. Oh, no. The power-ups that Kirito gets, I can't stand it. If I go into that, we'll be doing this shit for a week. I ain't never seen a character get so many power-ups before. Holy shit. In a death game that's designed for multiplayer, this dude becomes the most powerful player in the game playing single player. Everybody who's ever played an MMORPG knows this one fact right here. You cannot advance in rank without joining a guild. Solo players do not level up. That's the number one premise of SAO that people overlook. That's why that show is stupid from the day that they made it. Because solo players cannot level up in those kinds of games. It's impossible. I used to play those kinds of games. You don't level up unless you join a guild and you help your guild complete missions, complete quests. That's the only way to level up, really. If you out fighting solo, you just doing it for the hell of it. So the fact that Jesus Coon literally became the most powerful dude in the game by being a solo player is the dumbest premise ever. And it perfectly explains why I hate power-ups that are just given away. They don't even explain how Kirito got so powerful. He just showed up one day with dual swords. Woo-hoo! I'm the most powerful dual wielder ever. And the reason he was given the dual wielding skill is because he had the highest agility rating in the whole game. He had the highest agility. So the guy that run the game was like, hey, look, this guy's badass. I'm going to give him dual wielding. Nobody else in the game gets dual wielding. Except that guy he was fighting in the forest with that other group of guys. The one that had two axes. The SAO still ain't explained yet. And he was swinging both of those axes at Jesus Coon. You remember the episode where he had to go and revive that stupid girl's dragon, her dumb pet dragon, and that group of mercenaries or whatever surrounded him? One of them had dual axes. But I thought Jesus Kun was the only dual wielder in the game. See, they need to fix some of them oversights. Yeah, that's that broad's name. Look, guys. Power-ups are dumb. Okay? And the reason they're dumb is because when you give them away with no explanation of why, yeah, fanboys don't give a shit. Like, listen, I want y'all to go look at the reaction videos where Goku turns Ultra Instinct. Okay, I want y'all to pay attention to the reactors. Some of them are literally jizzing themselves. Oh God, there's the music. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, that's it. That's what they were doing. Goku. I'm not kidding y'all. I go and research this stuff. I go and look so I can tell y'all the absolute retardation of these people. It's just like I showed y'all that guy who was crying over that character. Dude, real tears. Real tears. Dude, listen, I'm not finna waste no more time on sexual assault online, okay? Or Sinan's ass online. Look, this is one thing I want y'all to do. I want y'all to go look at season 2 of SAO. The Death Gun thing. What is it called? Gun Gale Online. I want you to go look at that. When him and Sinan were in the cave hiding from Death Gun, he literally is staring at the crack of her ass, and they actually pan the shit to the crack of her ass. And that gives him the idea on how to beat Death Gun. I'm not fucking with y'all. And Death Gun is the stupidest name for a villain I've ever heard. He was the dumbest villain I ever seen. Fucking Death Gun. That's the best you could come up with? And he gets one-shotted by Jesus Kun with a fake lightsaber. I mean, you can't make it up, man. Look, One Punch Man is not boring. Even though he one-punch people, that show is a parody. It's actually a good-ass show if you pay attention to it. His fights are not meant to be realistic. His fights are not meant to be going on forever. The fight with Lord Boros, for instance, that was one of the best anime fights I ever seen. And Saitama could have won that fight anytime he wanted to. The whole point of that show is he's actually searching for somebody who is on his level. That's the point of the show. So you can't lump it in with these shows that are serious about fighting. One Punch Man is not serious about fighting. That's not even close to what it's about. Like, you got a lot of y'all say that. Well, One Punch Man is... No. One Punch Man is a parody. You have to understand that when you watch it. If you watch that with any seriousness, if you watch that thinking anything serious like Dragon Ball kind of serious, then you don't need to be watching that show because you missed the whole point of it. That's the premise of the show is designed to be a joke. But you know what? I tell you what. I'll take one of the best examples ever. Hang on a minute. Give me just a second here. I'll take one of the best examples, okay? When Goku Black comes through the portal to fight Goku, he gets more powerful because he's fighting Goku and getting punched and kicked. That's it. you're a god who took over the body of one of the most powerful fighters ever. And you needed to be punched and kicked in order to access the power. Then he goes back to his own time, falls on the ground because of all the injuries that he took. And then when he gets up off the ground, he converts all that damage that he took into power. And now he can become Super Saiyan all of a sudden. To me, it was so stupid. I'd never seen something so dumb before. I didn't even understand why they wasted all that time. Why bother with that? I tell you what. Why not just use the Super Dragon Balls to make yourself a better fighter? Or he could have went with my Zero Mortals plan. Use the Super Dragon Balls to get rid of all mortals and start over from scratch. That's what his plan was anyway, right? No, it's Dragon Ball Super. It's got to be some fighting. So we can't have a guy who has access to the Super Dragon Balls. We can't have him just wish everybody away. Nope. Can't do that. No, we got to fight. A god has to fight mortals in order to do his stupid plan. Dumbest plan ever. And to make it even worse, all the dumb time travel on top of the dumb power-ups. I think if I hate anything more than dumb power-ups, it's dumb time travel. Part of the reason why Infinity War was better than Endgame, because Infinity War didn't have all that stupid quantum time travel dumb shit in it. If I got a complaint about Endgame, it's the stupid quantum tunneling stuff. All that time they spent talking about it, conversing, figuring out the equations, all this and that. Infinity War was straight up action, beginning to end. There was no talk about time travel, no bullshit. It's like boots to asses. Yeah, and Professor Hulk was very stupid. Very stupid. He's also stupid in the comics too. Guys, slap the like button. 200 people watching. Hit the like button, please. Like, I know y'all be forgetting or whatever, so I'm here to remind you every now and then. But I don't want to get too off track with Avengers. I'm going to try to stay on course because I'm not going to be on here that long. Like I told you guys, I don't really feel that good. So I'm trying to pump out the content the best I can. But I got a semi-sinus infection because of part of my asthma and stuff. Bronchitis, all that dumb stuff. But I'm just taking medicine at home. I'm not going to the hospital, emergency room. It's too much of that corona going on for that. I am not going anywhere near an emergency room. No, sir. Because if you want to catch it, that's where you go. I'm going to stay home and just self-medicate. I'll get better. I mean, sinus infection go away on its own after about a week, so I'll be fine. But I'm not going in there to get sick. Hell no. Anyways, back to what we were talking about here. There are a lot of instances of, I guess you could say, instant power-ups in anime, or power-ups that can't be explained. And I'm going to take a character that I absolutely like. Hit. And you guys know, out of Dragon Ball Super, Hit was the only character that I actually liked. My only episode of Dragon Ball Super that I liked is the episode where Hit was back in his universe carrying out assassinations. That was a really good episode to me. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but we all have the right to our opinions. But the problem I see with Hit is his improvement ability. His ability to just simply improve because he says so. How did you get stronger in this fight? Oh, I just improved. They don't even explain the process of his improvement. It's just, he screams, he's improved. And now all of a sudden, the time skip that wasn't working against Goku is now working. Goku gets stronger, he improves again. That's just an unexplained power-up. And it's just so that Goku can have an excuse to keep fighting him. Completely unexplained. Improved. And then, here's where they screwed up at. He uses this ability against Goku. But when he's in the Tournament of Power, why didn't he use it against Jiren? I know why, but I'm asking you guys, why didn't he improve against Jiren? I know the answer. The answer is very simple. Because they would have wrote themselves into a corner. They would have had a big problem if Hit improved to the level of Jiren. They would have had a huge ass problem. That's why they didn't do it. And yes, plot shielding is another way of answering that. They would have basically had a guy like Hit who can time skip with Jiren's level of power. Imagine a guy like that. Imagine that. Time skip plus you can fight on Jiren's level. You can't be beaten. You can't lose. Well, his time stopping ability is also an unexplained power-up. Like, that's part of what was wrong with Super. That's why there was so much exposition. Because they had so many unexplained powers going on that we spent the whole Tournament of Power explaining everybody's powers. Or that other fucking angel. When Hit used... When he uses time skip, he doesn't just skip through time. He actually stores up that time and saves it. And what he does with all that saved up time is he can use it to freeze time. That's what he did against Jiren. So all those times when he was time skipping, he was just saving it all up for Jiren. Pretty much. Dude, I don't care what that other angel's name is. I don't care about these characters. You guys be telling me their names. I don't care. Why I gotta say their names like I know them? Like I'm taking that broad out on a date or something. I'm not picking her up for dinner, so I don't need to know her name. You know, I was about to ask that stupid question. That's a really good question. By the way, get a profile picture. I'm not going to kick you out, but you need a profile picture. While Jiren had him in this time prison, why didn't the other people in the fight kick him out of the ring? And how did Jiren get this unexplained power up to where he can literally overpower time itself? This dude stopped time. Time prison. And Jiren's so powerful, he overpowered time stopping. I want y'all to understand. That means you can break the fabric of space and time itself. If you are that powerful where you can literally break out of a time freeze, you can shatter dimensions. Oh, and by the way, Vegeta did this too. Another unexplained power-up. Because that's what the premise of this stream is about. And why they're so stupid and why they're ruining anime. But we'll get back to Jiren in a minute. Vegeta also had an unexplained power-up moment. When he went in the hyperbolic time chamber thing, or whatever the hell they call it, time tunnel, I don't fucking know anymore. I don't even care. Room of spirit and time. There, let's call it that. That's another dimension. When you cross that door, you're in another dimension. You're not even in the same reality anymore. Vegeta blows the whole thing up and reappears back in his own reality. We all know from Dragon Ball Z, if you destroy that doorway, you're stuck there forever, except for when Majin Buu and Gotenks found a way out. But Vegeta blew the whole damn thing up and flew away. It's not possible. If you go by the rules, if you just go by the simple rules laid out in Dragon Ball Z, he shouldn't have been able to do that. But because they wanted to do something flashy for the fans, they completely disrupted it. They completely destroyed one of their own basic rules to make Vegeta look good before his big fight with Black. It was dumb. And anybody who knew anything about Dragon Ball Z knew he was not supposed to be able to do that. But hey, it don't matter because it looked flashy and the fans liked it. So it don't matter. I have to ask, and I know some of y'all who watching me right now are fans of Dragon Ball Super, of the manga and the anime. So I'm asking you, why do you like this? Why do you like being treated like this? Why do you allow yourself to be treated like this? Because people like me who watch it, we look at it and it's like, okay. But you guys, I mean, you let the jizz fly. I mean, I could type in right now. I tell you what, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to type in Dragon Ball Super right now just to see what pops up first. Hold on, let me filter it. I want to make sure it's relevant stuff. I'll say this week. Dragon Ball Super just shocked everyone. No, it didn't. It just ass pulled everyone. Beyond Dragon Ball Super, Goku trains Caulifla in Universe 7. Stupid. Fan-made trash. Dragon Ball Super Season 2. Return release date, why we haven't seen it yet. Because it doesn't exist. You guys get the point. Trash. The whole community's trash. I'm the only person telling the truth. Period. And I know because I've checked. I'm the only one telling the truth. I'm the only one being honest about it. The manga is absolute garbage. It's actually worse than the anime at this point. And I didn't think that was possible. I did not believe the manga could be so bad. And it's so bad because this Moro character is an overpowered joke of a villain. I saw an article yesterday where they said that he's the most powerful villain ever in Dragon Ball. And I said to myself, why? Why make this the most powerful villain ever? And I already had my answer before I asked. It's the one-upsmanship. It's the constant one-upping, and one-upping. It never ends. And I have to ask everybody this. After they beat him, what's next? How do you go higher than what this guy is capable of? The only thing higher than this guy is the angels. This is what happens when you build a show on the premise of one-upping. And when you build it on power-ups and transformations, you run into the problem of either scaling down everybody's power, or you have to introduce some people that are just ridiculous. That's why everybody was hoping for the Grand Priest to turn into a bad guy. They were hoping he was the final villain. I remember all those videos where they had like the Grand Priest with the evil face, and I was just like, these guys are so stupid. They don't know anything about Dragon Ball at all. Just dumb fan trash. There would be no point for somebody that powerful to be the final boss, because you would have to make Goku and Vegeta actual gods in order to beat him. And then they would still lose because the Grand Priest is more powerful than all of the gods of destruction combined. If all of them attacked him together, he could kill them all instantly. And I mean instantly. Not to mention Zeno could just erase him. So the idea of making him the final boss would be stupid. Here's what I think they need to do. It's time to power down the God powers. Whis needs to wave his magic wand, and he needs to remove these God powers. And then he needs to wave his magic wand again and remove himself and Beerus from the show. And Goku and Vegeta and the rest of the Z Warriors need to go back to actually training to access new transformations. They should do something like this. Let's say Whis takes these transformations, takes them away. But he tells them, you can access these again through training, through effort, through battles. And then one day you'll get these powers back. But right now, you don't need them. To me, that would be awesome. They would have to go back to using what you see on the screen. You know, remember how important Super Saiyan was? Vegeta had a whole story arc of himself trying to become a Super Saiyan. He literally almost died trying to access this form. Goku had to watch his friends and family be murdered by Frieza before he was able to access this form. They had to go through everything for this form. And now this form don't mean shit. Oh, and for all those people who want Majin Buu, Kid Buu brought back into this new story, I want y'all to understand this, okay? I want y'all to understand this. The level that Goku and Vegeta are fighting on now, they wouldn't even have to transform in order to beat Kid Buu. Goku could beat him in his base form right now. That's the power difference between them. Okay, y'all, all y'all, yo, I love Kid Buu. You guys know I got a Kid Buu hoodie, and he's my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. But I got enough sense to know the level that Goku and Vegeta have excelled to, Kid Buu don't stand a chance. Guys, y'all need to understand something. When Frieza came back, Goku fought him in base form and was winning. You guys remember Resurrection F? Goku said, oh, I don't even feel like I need to transform. I can just take you like this. And then finally, Goku got tired of Frieza holding out on him. He said, all right, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. That's the only reason they transformed. That's also the only reason Planet Earth got blown up. Because Goku is the dumbest fighter in the world. If you know for a fact you can take Frieza, why wait till he transforms to his golden form? If you know you can take him, and you can take him before he transforms, then why let him transform? Another example of how absolutely dumb Goku is as a fighter. Not to mention he almost got killed by a taser, a laser gun from a Frieza lackey. Almost took him out. Completely stupid fighter. Vegeta would have absolutely ran the table on Frieza before he even had a chance to transform. You saw what happened to Captain Ginyu when Vegeta showed up. What Ginyu jumped in, what did Vegeta do? Boom, energy blast, turned his ass to dust. Goku was like, you didn't have to kill him. Yeah, you did. He took over a more powerful body than he ever had before. Yeah, you had to kill him. The only one that could even lay a punch on him was Gotenks. But he's such a joke that he don't matter. I mean, guys, look, I could go through every episode of Dragon Ball Super and every manga page, and I could find 20, 30 things that just completely screwed up. They should have never made this series. And this is coming from a person who was actually excited when I heard new Dragon Ball was coming. I was excited. After 20 years of not having Dragon Ball, I was happy to have Dragon Ball. But I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't. And I think a lot of y'all feel the same way. You didn't get what you wanted. After 20 years of waiting, Our reward was Dragon Ball Super. Now imagine what your reward is going to be after that, if it comes back, which I don't think it is. Guys, I have to tell y'all, I think Toriyama's content. Like, all the reports say the same thing. He hasn't even gotten started yet on a new season for Dragon Ball Super. I think he's done. I really do. I don't think there's going to be... I think you're going to get movies, but I don't think there's going to be another anime. I just don't. And I know Geekdom keep telling people it's going to be 2021, but how many times has he gotten it wrong? How many times has he said 2019, 2020, 2021? So you can't take anybody's word for it. You really can't. No one knows when that shit's coming back. I honestly, and that whole discussion, I just don't care for it anymore. When people ask me if I think it's returning, I don't care because it's a moot point. But I go through daily and I look at these videos mostly because I just want to see if there's anything worth my time. I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. SS Liar, y'all know him as SS Reek. He put up a video where he's doing nothing but lying from beginning to end. We've all seen it. 70,000 views. When everybody knows he's lying. Every single person knows he's completely making that stuff up out of thin air. You want to know what his secret is? His secret is that the Dragon Ball fan base is so hard up for any kind of good news that they flock to that shit. He keeps on saying how you guys should be excited for the return. He's been saying that for 2 years. If I keep telling y'all to be excited for the return of something that never returns, at what point do you finally say, hey, this shit ain't adding up? At what point do you say, I'm not listening to this person anymore? That's what I've been trying to teach you guys. Stop listening to horse shit. You don't have to like anything I say. You don't even have to like me. Only thing you need to understand is, if you want truth about any of these shows, I'm the only one that's going to give it to you because I'm not afraid of a backlash. I'm not. I don't care. I don't have a fan base full of guys who are going to get upset with me for telling the truth. I was smart enough from day one to build up my channels on real shit, on hurting people's feelings, on telling it like it is. Because if you build up your channel on lying to people and making up stories, you have to keep lying and making up stories. And that's where SS Reek is. He has to keep lying, keep making up stories. He has no choice. Because if he actually stops and say, hey guys, all that stuff I made before, it's all bunk. I was lying. He's done. I told y'all, I ain't never going to build myself up like that. I refuse. I think it's pretty sad that a community is that desperate. Like, honestly, to be that desperate for something that you'll just flop. I mean, all these Dragon Ball videos are doing well. And all of them are a bunch of trash. None of them have an ounce of truth in them. But they're doing great. They're getting lots of views. I mean, lots of views. I mean, hold on a minute. Let me look at some of these. Just to give y'all an example of what I'm talking about. Right, I haven't seen one yet that I'm scrolling through that's below 20,000 views. Not a single one. And they're from channels I never even heard of. Like, some of these channels I didn't know even existed. But because they're talking about Dragon Ball Super and they're doing it in a good way, a happy, liar-ass, clickbaity way, people are flocking to it. Like this one right here. Dragon Ball Super Season 2 intro. Do you guys know how many times he's made this video? SS Live, do you know how many times? Do you know how many videos on his channel right now are titled Dragon Ball Super Season 2 intro? I mean, literally, he's done it 10 or 20 times. This one got 35,000 views in 5 days. And he completely makes it up. It's completely made up. Nothing in it is confirmed. He cannot give you a single ounce of truth. But these people in the Dragon Ball community like being lied to. That's why I don't get the kind of views I should. Because I will not lie. I will tell you flat out what it is, period, whether you hate me or not. And I know a lot of people hate me because I'm calling out this shit that they love. Look, I don't care what it is. Anime, pizza, cars, TV, video games. If you call out something that a lot of people like, you're going to get backlash. If I start talking shit about a certain kind of car that everybody like, they'll start attacking me. I know this. Now, maybe not as bad as anime fans, but they will. And that's pretty much the herd mentality. Here's a video. I mean, wait a minute. I noticed that they're going back to the Dragon Ball Super 2 thing again. Now, they had gotten away from that for a while, but I'm actually seeing a lot of videos with Dragon Ball Super 2 in there. A lot. And I, for a good while now, the community's just stopped doing that. The only one that was doing it is SS Liar. But like, here's a guy, this Wixer. Dragon Ball Super 2, Season 2. Dragon Ball Super 2. Here's another one, Dragon Ball Super 2. So they're starting that back up again, I see. Must be desperate times. Really desperate times. Because if they're going back to that, yeah, it's bad. Oh my God, I loved it. Guys, I gotta do something real quick. I gotta do this, and I didn't want to, but I was about to get off here. I'm getting ready to. I got some stuff I gotta do before I go to bed. When you don't feel good, you find yourself going to bed a lot sooner than you normally would. You know what I mean?
It's your boy Big Dog back with a reaction vid. This is my reaction to Dragon Ball Super Chapter 62. Edge of Defeat. Y'all know how I was last chapter. Okay. I had some it was an emotional roller coaster, okay? It was an emotional roller coaster. My boy Vegeta got stained again, of course. Let's see what happens.
If y'all don't know why I'm doing this, it's because I have a real serious problem with black anime guys on YouTube. They all have the same trope. They all have the same mannerisms. They all do the same stuff. And they all try to play to the white crowd. They have the toys or the comic books or all that shit in their background. They try to play to the white crowd. And I mean, every single black anime person on here does it. Some of them do it so much that people don't even know they're black until they see them. I cannot stand this crap. I can't. I hate. And why is there so many black people in reactions? Why is the reaction community filled up with black dudes? Is that the only thing y'all know how to do? Is there no creativity in the black community? Y'all just all want to sit around watching somebody else's video? Lazy bums.
Bon, alors cette fois-ci, comme d'habitude, je vais essayer d'être plus ou moins dans l'ordre chronologique du chapitre. Bon, déjà, parce qu'il y en a qui veulent savoir, que tout le monde a kiffé le chapitre, il y en a qui veulent savoir qu'est-ce que j'en ai pensé, ce que j'ai kiffé. J'ai envie de te dire, il y a du mieux, incontestablement, il y a du mieux, mais il n'y a rien de bien folichon non plus pour l'instant. Il faudra voir.
Man, now they got French Dragon Ball YouTubers, man. I done seen it all now. Like, they done set it off, man. French ones now. I think that was French. Was that French? I think it was. I mean, oh, this is a hyper nerd right here.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Nekablade here. We got the founder himself of TCG Collectibles. The man, he played
Shin Shenron. First off, shout out to Okidoki Dice, Ultimate Guard, and TCG Collectibles. I decided to play Shin Shenron because two of our players were playing Red Baby. One of them was playing something else which I was unaware of. And I wanted to play something fun.
Super Dragon nerds. They playing card games. Man, this... I'm just not that big of a fan, I guess. I don't know. I like to sit down and watch it, but I'm not finna do the cards and going to conventions, playing with... Like, if I want to play cards, I set the card table up, me and the homies will sit down and play spades. This guy got 37 views. Let's listen to him. Gotta start somewhere, right?
So Vegeta has failed again. Goku is dead, and all the Z-Fighters has continued to get their butt kicked. Once again, Moro is at full power, and what is...
I'm not gonna say nothing. I want you guys in the chat, first thing, to hit the like button. Second, I want y'all to tell me what he doing. Tell me what he doing. Y'all know what it is. I'm not gonna say it this time. What is he doing, y'all? Come on, what is he doing? Let's see who gets it right. What is he doing? Hang on, let's go back. Let's go to the beginning. Y'all tell me what he doing.
So Vegeta has failed again. Goku is dead, and all the Z-Fighters has continued to get their butt kicked. Once again, Moro is at full power, and what is next?
There it is. Truth got it. Y'all look at Truth's answer. Look at his answer. I told y'all. I told y'all. Every black dude on this website who does anime, they have to do the Super Saiyan Bob. Because that's the only way to grow. Because the anime / Dragon Ball community is filled up with a bunch of pencil neck white boys. And the only way to appeal to them is to act like he acting. You gotta wear anime shirts. And you gotta talk really fast and like this, guys, because I'm Super Saiyan Bob. You have to do that or you won't grow. You can't be real. You can't talk like me. That nigga's aggressive and he's mean and he don't like our shows. So we're not gonna sub to him. But this Super Saiyan Bob feller, we like him.
For the Z-Fighters. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Molly, and we're here to talk.
Oh, why does every black dude say it's your boy? Can somebody tell me that? Why does every single black dude on here, it's your boy? No, you're not my boy. I don't know you. And why are you fast talking? Sound like a fucking black woman up here.
Talk about Dragon Ball Super in the latest chapter, chapter 62. All I have to say is
nothing. Because your channel's trash. That's why only 37 people watch this video. That's all you got to say.
What can the Z-Fighters do? Earth is...
They can do what they always do. Wait for Goku to get a power up. Duh. I can't believe I ended up reacting to one of these trash ass videos.
doomed. Literally, the Earth isn't doomed anymore. The whole universe as a...
This nigga said the Earth. The Earth. E-A-R-F. The Earth isn't doomed anymore. What the absolute... Guys, I want y'all to tell me, you guys are viewers, okay? You guys are viewers. You watch videos. Most of y'all, I mean, some of y'all are creators, some of y'all aren't. But most of y'all are viewers. I want y'all to look at his video, and I want y'all to tell me in the chat what he's doing wrong. What is the list of things that caused this video to only get 37 views? And hit the like button. There's 230 people here.
The whole is doomed. This man more.
First things first, he needs to stop looking at his script. And second, you're right, he's not being himself. Because you know this is not how he acts off camera. So those are two things. Stop reading the script and stop pretending to be something you're not. You're not white. You're not an anime fan. So stop.
Moro is truly the strongest.
Look at it. Look at the direction he's looking. Where is his camera? Where is his camera? Because he's literally looking like at an angle. He's not looking forward. He's like, what? I know I shouldn't even be critiquing his shit. I know. I spent a lot of money on my setup. But my setup is not just for YouTube. It's also for work. So I had to be elaborate with my setup. Like my shit on my, like just right here in this corner, right here, is $5,000 worth of computer shit. Because I paid $3,500 for the big computer. And then my $2,000 laptop is sitting right here next to it. So I spent some cheese and some cheddar on my shit. He has a pretty nice camera. His picture looks really good. But I think he positioned it wrong, or he's reading something. And you guys know, excuse me, we're real familiar with people reading stuff. Prime example, for Never Trash. Nobody reads a script better than him.
Opponent the Z Fighters Goku Vegeta has ever, and I mean ever.
Who the hell is Vegeta? He didn't say Vegeta, he said Vegeta. So there's another problem that this guy's having. What characters are he talking about? Where are these characters? Because I don't know any of them. This is, he has to be reading a script he wrote before. Yeah, I think he's reading a script. And guys, there is nothing that sucks more on this website than scripted content. I cannot stand it. I'm off the cuff. I'm raw. Everything I'm saying coming out of my head. I don't read nothing. I don't prepare anything. I just get on here and go. That's the whole reason I like live streams. Because the point of being live is to entertain. It's not to sit here and read a script.
Fought before. As we see in chapter 61, Moro has once again regained his full power. We also see.
Guys, you know what? I think it's time for me to do an expose on black content creators in the anime community. I think it's time for me to talk about why they have to buck dance to get views.
That Goku has been surpassed for the first true time by Vegeta.
His name is not Vegeta, and that's not even remotely close to true. Okay, we got us a Dragon Ball rookie here, guys. Vegeta showed up to Earth more powerful than Goku. And he lost because Goku used strategy and the Kaioken ×4 to beat him. During the whole Android Cell crap, when Vegeta transformed to Super Saiyan for the first time against Android 19, Piccolo clearly states that Vegeta may be even stronger than Goku based on the energy he was feeling from him. Okay. He surpassed him again when he went in the time chamber and came back out. He turned into Super Vegeta. He has passed Goku so many times. I can't understand why people keep using this as some kind of big deal. He has went past Goku on numerous occasions. I mean, numerous occasions. There are a lot of videos, by the way, where people keep, oh, Vegeta finally did it. He's already went past Goku a bunch of times. I don't know why this is such a big deal. To me, it's not. They switch places all the time.
Vegeta went and he learned a new move, and this move was really beating the mess out of Moro. Like, Moro was really scared. He was nervous. This man Vegeta was giving him the business.
Alright, I'm done with this. I can't listen to no more of this guy. Really terrible. Good luck growing your channel. You're gonna need it. Yeah, I see now I'm gonna have to do an expose. I'm gonna have to round up a lot of these black creators and give their channels the once over. Can someone say Content 5-0? Wow. It's a lot of stuff on here that if I wanted to, man, there is so much here. Like, if I wanted to, I would have stuff for months to talk about. But you guys know me. I'm only going to pick the juicy stuff. This is really terrible. They, like, I noticed something else, too. They don't do anything on their thumbnails. They just post up a picture from the anime, and that's it. They don't do anything with the thumbnails. I mean, the big creators do. The ones who've been doing it for a while. But a lot of these other ones, oh, I gotta do this one. This is the last one, then I gotta get off here. If it'll load up. There it goes.
Let's see if this is working. Second to get this in order.
Wait a minute, this shit is an hour long? This right here. Oh, hell no. Fuck is he doing?
Alright. Now we can begin. So, the next chapter of Super is coming out tomorrow, and its basic plot and some different scans were leaked yesterday ahead of the official quote-unquote release date, and I observed these scans, and just to be clear, I will be speaking on what I saw, so anyone wants to wait until they get to read it for themselves, then I'd recommend clicking off. I hate that people actually have to say that. Like, if I put spoilers in the title, I would think that people would just leave. They love doing that. Why didn't you tell me? You would be
Hell no. Wow, this is terrible.
Oh man.
What the hell is he tapping on before every video? What is wrong with this dude's shit? Man, this is a BBN level video right here, man. This is when you want some serious brokenness right here. And look at that couch. That couch looks like a thrift store couch. I ain't even fucking lying. Like, this dude on some serious level broke right here, man. He on some please donate to be kind of broke.
Well, I was planning on doing this later on in the day, but there's been a lot of ridiculousness and uncertainty that has propelled me to want to, I guess, do this earlier. And if I get interrupted, I'll just pause it and see if we can salvage the rest of the stream. There was a person who's supposed to be delivering something over here, and they said this about an hour ago. And I have an issue with this because commonly with this person, when they say they're going to do something, there's not a time period given by them, because they have this expectation that you're just supposed to sit there and be available whenever they.
This is not something that you make an hour and 28-minute live stream about. Somebody didn't bring something to you. An hour and 28-minute live stream because, man, nope. I'm done. Nope. Hell no. I ain't touching that one, boys and girls. I ain't trying to put y'all to sleep. Anyways, it's almost 10 o'clock, man. I gotta get my butt up off here. I did an hour and 30 minutes. That's long enough. I'll come back on tomorrow, a couple of short streams. I'm gonna be on the League of Darkness channel. I need to do that stream about the millennials because I promised you guys I would get it done. So I will set that up later on tonight, and it'll be for tomorrow. But yeah, hit the buttons on your way out the door. Sub to the channel. Leave some comments. Tell me what y'all think about the points that I made. And listen, if you disagree with something that I said, I'm not going to delete your comment as long as you just disagree like an adult. Because some of y'all been whining, oh, I didn't see my comment. And that's because you disagree and then you add in a bunch of derogatory names and dumb stuff. All you got to do is just tell me you disagree and why. You don't have to call names. You don't have to talk crap because I'm not going to post your comment. I told y'all. Them days are done. I don't care if my video has 0 comments on it. I don't care. I'm not going to let people just write anything they want in my comment section about me, about my family. No more. Them days are over with. So if you have to go that route to make your point, then your fucking comment's going to go the route of the garbage. Because I'm going to delete it and I'm going to ban you from my channel. If you don't like it, don't come back. Simple as that. I don't care, but I'm done with that. I'm done with all the dumb troll stuff. I don't care about it no more. I'm here to do my content and log off. Exactly what I'm finna get ready to do right fucking now. So, we done with this. Part of the league, part of the crew. I'm gonna get back on Monster Hunter, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.